Welcome back, everybody. We are on part 2 of this edition of the Movie Club podcast. We're talking about high school films. We just got done talking about Dangerous Minds, and now we're going to move on to something that is a lot more preferable, 10 Things I Hate About You. It's a 1999 film that is based off of The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare. So it's not My Homies Don't Do Homework or whatever it was. We got a much better starting point to go from here. Starring Julia Stiles, Heath Ledger, I don't know why I said that, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Larissa Oleynik? It's Oleynik?
Oleynik.
Wasn't that Alex Mack?
Yeah.
It is.
We've got David Krumholtz. I think this is the second film that we've done on the Movie Club that he's been in, because he was in Santa Claus, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he was. He was
Bernard.
Bernard.
Yeah, he was the best part of that movie. And basically, the point of the whole film is essentially the Taming of the Shrew kind of thing, if you're unfamiliar with that. Boils down to Heath Ledger is the bad boy. He's been hired by, the jock douchebag kind of guy in the school to start dating Julia Stiles' character because her sister, Larissa Oleynik, I'm going to mess that up so many times on this, is the one that he's looking after. She can't date unless Julia Stiles is dating, blah, 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 blah. We go around in a circle and stuff like that, and it's all just mind games and stuff like that. But, first impressions, what did you guys think of 10 Things I Hate About You? Dace?
See, I think the thing that's missed the most in this movie is the subtlety that is, this is the origin story for the Joker. He tried to chase a woman who drove him nuts to the point where he self-mutilation, went crazy, and then tried to burn down Gotham.
Now,
love the movie.
Is it about the Heath Ledger one? Because funny part in this movie, they do say, well, she's got a picture of Jared Leto.
Ooh, that's what drove him nuts. He knew it was going to happen.
He saw it coming, that Jared Leto was going to take the part.
Yeah,
and he was just kind of like, fuck.
I think it's safe to say, and you heard it here first, Julia Stiles killed Heath Ledger.
Wow, that's got YouTube suing
defamation.
all over the place. Yeah.
We're only 3 minutes into the second part, people. It is all downhill from here. Love the movie.
Briana, your thoughts on 10 Things I Hate About You?
Okay, out of all 4 of the movies, this one was my absolute favorite. And it's not because I have sentimental attachment to the movie, because I was in love with Heath Ledger from the time I was like 10 until he died.
So you're like uber pissed that Julia Stiles killed him.
Dude, I'm serious. That's going to be like lawsuit right there. This program in no way and or persons like
allegedly
for real allegedly
killed him
sustainably.
Well, if you're listening, Julia, hi. Give me a call. We do a show Wednesday nights on megapowersradio.com. Would love for you to call in and tell me how much of an asshole I am.
Okay. Going
Chris
on.
Dace. That's Chris Dace, by the way.
So you had an unhealthy obsession for Heath Ledger?
I had an unhealthy obsession with Heath Ledger. Plus,
Tell us more.
Do what?
Tell us more.
About my unhealthy obsession?
Sure.
Did you kill him?
Oh, no.
Lawsuit.
But this movie is based on a William Shakespeare play. So it was already going in with like a really awesome story anyway. Because, it's already got that proven character arc in it. So I thought it was really good. And it was funny. Especially the porn star, no, wait, hold on. Did
you watch the right movie?
Yes.
That's 10 things I really love about you.
It's the tequila. The principal, she's like writing a porn novel. She's writing erotica.
Oh, yeah, the guidance counselor.
Yes. Oh, it's not the principal?
No,
I
she's
thought it was
just
the
a guidance
principal,
counselor.
Yeah, whatever. So I thought that was funny. And then plus, it's got those, I don't know, it's just something that my entire life, you always quote this movie. It's always got something on it. Like that part where he says, my insurance doesn't cover PMS. I mean, that's just something that me and my friends have always quoted. Just randomly about things, not a car accident or anything. But I don't know, I loved it. I thought it was good, and the acting was really good too. Because you can't go wrong with Heath Ledger.
Eddie, what were your first thoughts?
Yeah, that's true. You know, the acting was pretty solid. I thought the cast was good, but the movie was totally silly. Like, you can't take it. I mean, it's not a serious movie at all. At no point whatsoever. It's kind of it's over the top, sarcastic, but it's super entertaining. I was totally entertained by it. I saw it like quite some time ago, like 10 years ago, more or less, and it was cool, dude. I dug the movie.
I dug it a lot too. I actually think that this is probably my favorite of the bunch. And I was surprised because it was the type of movie that I've seen, you know, bits and pieces of here and there. And obviously I had heard about it before because you can't, like, not have heard of this movie. But I never thought that I would like it. And I always kind of put it aside and I was just like, well, you know, that'll be one of those things that I watch, I don't like, and then somebody will be talking about how much they love it and I'll go like, yeah, I didn't see it. You know, that kind of a thing. But pleasantly surprised. And I liked it at the very beginning of it. All the way through. Like, the first couple minutes, I was just like, you know, I'm digging this. And it never steered me wrong. Before we get into the casting, let's just talk about some general stuff here. Who was your favorite character of the whole thing?
Who, me?
Anybody.
Oh, go, Briana.
I don't know. I really liked Andrew Keegan's character, Joey Donner, the bad guy. Not the bad guy, but the
Villain.
stuck-up guy. The model, yeah.
The evil dude.
Nose job tomorrow, or nose ad. Not a nose job.
Got a nose job.
I got a blow job tomorrow.
Well, that was kind of the point of the movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought he was really funny. And then, I don't know. I can't really pick a favorite. He's just, I thought I liked him.
Dace, who was your favorite character?
I love Larry Miller. He's in everything, and he's the same character in everything, and I love him for the character that he does. He's a dick, sometimes a weasel, so he won my heart. And plus, you know, the Joker. The Joker's phenomenal. Nightwing, and he needs to grow up.
See, now, I gotta say, my favorite character was the teacher. He was awesome. He didn't take shit from anybody. Julia Stiles is just kind of like, I'd like to volunteer, and he's like, get the fuck in the principal's office.
No, I think that was really a good idea what you just said. I like the assignment. Get out of here. Go to the office.
I thought that was fucking great. I loved him. He was amazing. I have a note down here that says the scene where they're talking about Briana.
No, screw you. I want to get to tell what my favorite character is.
Did you? I thought you said Briana.
No, shit.
Wait, is that a character in there, or was he talking about...
Did I waste my turn on Briana?
You did.
Oh, man.
All right, tell me anyway.
Okay, it's David Krumholtz's character, Michael Ekman, because he looks like a young George Costanza.
Wait, which one?
The friend that hangs around with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, yes.
He looks. I mean, he's just George Costanza when he was like 18 or something. It's hilarious. Even the way he talks sometimes.
Oh, he talks so Jewish too. He like amps up the Jewish factor.
Totally.
It's amazing. I do like Krumholtz. I think he's good in like almost everything I've seen him in.
But otherwise, yeah, Heath Ledger kicked ass.
But I have a note down about the Briana thing. They're like, oh, everybody loves Briana. You know, she's just amazing and stuff. Bianca? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, Briana.
You said it is Bianca. That's what it is. I don't know why I'm thinking Briana. You say Briana?
Shit.
Is that what it is?
No, I said Briana. Like, you want to go? As in, do you want to go, Briana? Like your turn?
I do want to go.
Yeah.
Wow, you threw me all off with that whole thing.
Yeah.
Bianca. Okay, we're back to that.
I remember specifically Bianca because there was a chick I wanted to bang in high school called Bianca.
It's like the mouse from The Rescuers, Bianca.
Oh, I haven't seen that in so long. I don't remember that.
The mouse.
Of course, I didn't remember that her name was Bianca, and I kept getting your name mixed up with it. But
I don't even know how I know that. It just came to me.
But the Bianca character, now that I'm saying it correctly, they say like everybody loves her and whatever like that, and I was just kind of like, we'll see. And the note that I wrote down was, all right, kind of love her at first sight too, but then she opens her mouth, becomes a bitch, and then it takes a while for me to like her again. At the end of the movie, I do like her, but she plays up the bitchy part, and at that point, I was just like, I don't think I'm going to like this character. But Olenek is somebody that I've always thought was really cute, so they started off good there. But what was weird is Julia Stiles, I don't know if you guys feel the same way about it as I do. I thought it was weird that there was a part in there where they were saying, like, they would rather date a sheep like, Julia Stiles is still good looking.
Yeah, I don't
bitch,
get it.
but,
Like, I mean, maybe not like the hottest chick on the planet, but she's definitely like above average.
Mhm.
Definitely, like like I don't know, like movies don't have to have supermodels all the time, and she's totally like I think she's hotter because she's not like the perfect supermodel type,
I think she looks better with glasses.
I'm a glasses guy.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
She's got like an alien face going on when they're out there.
I have a note down here. The character that she is in there totally would like Sylvia Plath. Beljar sucks. I hated that crap. I never read it in high school. I didn't refuse to. I can't stand Sylvia Plath. And really, the people that Julia Stiles plays, the stereotype of, can't stand them. Hate those people. You guys feel the same way, or are you like, oh, those people are amazing?
They should totally
mean,
stick
like-
their head in an oven.
Go.
No? Too soon?
They should what?
Totally stick their head in an oven. Didn't know if it was too soon. Got silent. I was like, oh god. I know it happened like 20 years ago.
That's way more than 20 years ago.
How bad. Math. Turned into drunk history. So Sylvia Plath in 1754 stuck her head in an oven, because ovens were invented, and died.
Birthed a dragon.
What the hell's going on here?
That was history.
I just
got a
didn't want to say
history lesson.
anything.
You got a history lesson from Robin Williams.
Let's see here. I got a note about the stereotypes were fun, the beginning of this, which actually made me appreciate another thing that happens in one of my favorite comedies of all time, Not Another Teen Movie. Anytime I watch these movies that I haven't seen before, pick out a couple more jokes that I'm like, oh, they were making fun of that. That's fucking fantastic. The beginning of this where Krumholtz is going through and introducing everybody to Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and he's just kind of like, well, those are, the jocks, and those are the stoners, and like that kind of thing. I'm like, this is the beginning of Not Another Teen Movie when they're going through this. Fucking amazing.
I love the parody of when Chris Evans is singing "Janie's Got a Gun."
Yeah, that too.
From this, yeah, I love that.
Which that was a cool scene. I like that.
Here's what's weird. I obtained a copy of the movie, and I remember like back in the day when I watched it, it was Janie's Got a Gun, but I got a copy of the movie that is not Janie's Got a Gun.
Well, no, in this movie, it's something. God, I can't think of the fucking song. Chris Evans sang "Janie's Got a Gun" in Not Another Teen Movie.
Yeah.
In 10 Things I Hate About You, I think he's singing some Tom Jones shit or something. I don't know. Maybe it was Luda. It's probably Luda.
No, but maybe I got it confused with another movie as well. But I remember Janie's Got a Gun. For some reason, in this movie, when I started watching it again, I was like, isn't this where Heath Ledger sings Janie's Got a Gun or something?
Yeah, you're probably mixing it up with Not Another Teen Movie, because that's the part where it's like, you got to sing a song that has her name in it. And she's Janie. Janie's got a gun, and then the cops come after her. She's got a gun.
Yeah, it's Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
That's it.
By the artist known as Ludacris. It's phenomenal.
Anybody know for sure if that's actually Heath Ledger singing or not?
It sounds like him.
Could be.
Because he was pretty good.
Yes. Yes, it was. Did I just go crazy, or is that somebody else?
I heard
that was Eddie.
Okay. Because
I
I
don't know
really
if we
thought we
lost him or
wanted. We're like doing Tron now. Welcome to the Four Wheel Movie or the Real Movie Club. I don't know where we are. Tron.
Tron. No, that wasn't me.
Yeah, Eddie's a little bit transformery right now. Hopefully that'll fix itself out.
Rangers. Rangers.
Well, there's a lot of teenagers with attitude in this movie. Something else about the music I wrote down here. The 90s is dated through the music and some of the style, like the way that they dress and stuff like that, but I thought that it was going to be a little bit more dated than it was. I mean, this is 1999, so obviously there are some things that, like, they're not carrying around cell phones the same as we do now, but it really kind of still plays to modern audiences. So I like that a lot. I appreciated that.
Boring-ass movie that cell phones. Just sitting there playing Candy Crush.
Texting each other.
Yeah. A tweet about that guy's ass. Tron.
Let's continue on with the casting stuff here. Anybody else get the feeling that Gabrielle Union's character was there entirely just to end up with Rico Suave at the end? Now I'm bringing another Rico Suave back.
Is that the only Latin name you know?
Joey Donner.
I could make up a bunch of things about different countries.
There you go.
Joey Donner.
Joey Donner, yeah.
All right, so Rico Donner. No, I got that impression that, like, at the very beginning when they were introducing the characters and going through this, and I'm like, Gabrielle Union's not doing much here. She's going to end up with that dude at the end. I know it.
I don't know. I kind of felt like Gabrielle Union, her character was there to maybe make Bianca not look as stuck up and airheady. Is that a word, airheady?
Sure.
No.
It is now.
It is now. Airheady.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. They didn't have any black people, so
Gabrielle Union.
yeah, that's why they had her there. They needed one.
She's the token black.
Yeah, there was the teacher.
Oh yeah, that guy. But he had a minor role, so like the friends, they were all white nerdy people running around. Oh, you gotta paint stuff. So like,
somehow they were able to play archery.
Yeah, yeah. Who the fuck does that in high school? I've never seen a high school where you could shoot things.
Yeah, and Joey could just walk around, do whatever.
Me, hang on, people ask me sometimes, like, in America, do people really do all that stuff in high school? Like, they have, like, driving lessons and archery and fencing and all that stuff? I'm like,
no, you get yelled
I'm
at.
Not sure.
You get yelled at if you throw the dodgeball too fucking hard.
Yeah.
Give me a bow and arrow.
No, that's bullshit.
Nah, I'm dead serious. Like, you get too rough in gym. Like, oh, I'll see you after school for being a rough
No,
dick.
Yeah,
I
fuck
never
that
took
shit.
gym in high school.
You didn't take gym in high school?
No.
Why?
You're lucky. It's a pain in the ass.
What? No way, I loved it.
See, I hated it. I'm like, I gotta get changed for this. Like, I'm not learning anything.
I hated having it at first period and then smelling the rest of the day because we didn't have showers.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sucked, yeah.
And getting changed in front of the other people that smell 10 times worse.
I didn't care. Somebody about to see my dick.
Hey, I went to high school. In here comes another lawsuit. I went to high school in France, dude. That really smelled.
Smelled like
No,
what?
dude, I'm serious, man. Once I remember there was this one kid that was really late for gym class. This is before the class started, mind you. Like the teacher was like just talking to us about like, oh, so in basketball you got to do this and that, so be aware of the formations and all that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm sitting way in the back of the bleachers, huh? Like way in the back. Everybody's kind of like spread out. And then this kid comes running all the way from across the gym. Like, oh man, I'm so sorry I'm late. He arrives, and I swear, like 3 seconds after he arrives and he sits down, there's this terrible stench I have never smelled again. It was so bad. Like it was sour. It was like a sour smell.
Does it taste
like,
in your mouth? Like you just
it was borderline. It was borderline. Like you could taste the fat cells.
Yeah.
You know, it was
like
sort
that
of-
kid
it was
tastes like a 5-day-old hoagie.
no, I don't know. Dude, it was bad. It was really bad.
So what are some of your favorite parts of this film that we haven't touched on yet? We're not wrapping this up yet, but I keep bringing out some stuff from my notes. Anything that you guys wrote down that stood out as like, oh, this part was really funny, or like, that was really odd, or I really liked how they did that, et cetera, et cetera.
I liked the variety of classes like we were just touching on because it seemed like they had most schools have 9 periods, maybe 8 periods. They seemed to have 15 different classes every other day. So they were talking like science, and then they're talking in ceramics, and then they're shooting people with bows and arrows.
Right.
I thought it was great. Yeah. And I thought it was funny at how many different freaking classes they had. And they never learned a damn thing.
That was a pretty awesome looking school. Like that scene when he's singing to her and they have that huge stadium that's made all out of stone. Like, that's 10 times the size of my high school stadium, our football stadium. And it wasn't even that nice. I thought it was a pretty school.
I also like the paintball scene. So, who doesn't want to run around with a gun and shoot their friends?
Now, it actually was filmed at a high school. So
Was it?
Yeah.
Did they say which kind of high school? Because that's where I'm going to take my kids if I have kids
It
legally.
is Stadium High School in Tacoma, Washington.
Okay, I'm not moving out there.
Like,
It's a
prep
preppy.
school.
It's a preppy high school.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm moving out to Washington.
I heard it's pretty in Washington.
It is, but don't stay.
Birthplace of grunge, man. Grunge.
And
Grind.
Starbucks.
Oh, let's talk about that real quick.
And
There was a
Boeing.
lot of focus on that band that popped up. Am I supposed to know who the hell they are?
I think it's some indie, or what do they call it? Angry girl indie music.
Angsty?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like them. That was probably like one of my least favorite parts.
I forgot about it.
It was a weird soundtrack. It was a weird soundtrack for sure. Definitely not as cool as Gangsta's Paradise.
If you put that in this movie,
the one song soundtrack. Yeah, there's nothing. I didn't find anything remarkable about the soundtrack. I think it fits the movie and all. I especially like the sexy boy scene with the Air. It's a French band, and that they throw the flyers down the stairs, and it's like sexy boy. Like it was just it was weird, but it just kind of fit somehow.
Oh yeah, now I know what scene you're talking about. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. And that was the only one that really fit, but the rest is kind of background. There's nothing catchy. There's no cool song. It's just a bunch of. It's because of Julia Stiles' character. Also, she's very like, I only listen to like bands that haven't sold more than like 2,000 records because they're too mainstream, stuff like that, and only on vinyl. And hipper kind of like only listen to like chick bands and stuff. So, yeah.
The more we talk about Julia Stiles, I hate her.
Aww.
Oh man.
well, at least the character, not hers. She's like
There
the
you
character.
go.
Yeah.
She was such a hipster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was annoying. Like, why don't we do anything about Sylvia Plath or Maria whatever or Constance Steffens or whatever? like, shut up. You're a dyke. I get it. Oh, shit, sorry. Tony, edit.
Yeah,
edit
this disclaimer there.
I can listen.
Tony, no, I'm so sorry, man. This may or may not. Hang on. Disclaimer. This shit.
Let's put it this way. That's not an anti-lesbian thing. You're making fun.
No, dude. I swear to God, like, I worked at a festival last week. The best band had a lesbian lead singer. She was awesome.
You're just making fun.
Backtracking, Trump. There's no backtracking. Just plow through, Trump.
Man,
stick to your guns. She full lesbo.
Am I still troning?
Troning? No, I called you Trump.
Okay.
I had a scene written down here that stood out to me that I liked a lot. That probably wouldn't be brought up a whole lot, but I thought it was a good moment that they kind of subverted the genre where they're looking at each other on the swing. It's all like, you've got nice eyes, and then she throws up. It's just like,
wouldn't it happen to us at least once, right?
Right. You're in the moment. It's all romantic and stuff, and then it's just kind of like somebody comes along and interrupts it, or like
you really gotta pee.
Yeah, like something weird happens. It's not just movie magic and whatever like that. So I like that because it could have been a perfect time where they would have been like, and then we kiss, and then it's amazing, and then we start dating, and instead it's just kind of like, it's like, good. She would throw up. She drank her ass off. So I like that a lot. A little random note that I also wrote about the end of the movie, the ending crane shot where it's the two of them kissing. In the background of it, two people are fighting.
I did not notice that.
Just the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, if I'm remembering correctly. Two people are just kind of like scuffling. Like, I don't know if that was something where they told them like, just do something. And they're like, let's fight. Let's see some other notes that I've written down here. It only took one take for them to do that scene where she's reading the poem.
Oh, I heard about that, yeah.
And she wasn't supposed to cry. That wasn't planned. So I like that. That was a nice little touch. Anybody ever watch the TV show? Because this had a TV show based off of it as well.
No.
Just like Gangsta's Paradise. I mean, what's the name of the movie? Dangerous Minds.
If there was a TV show of Gangsta's Paradise, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I'd really want to figure out what's going on in the kitchen. Yeah, the only person who reprised their character was Larry Miller.
He's the man.
Everybody else was recast because they were big enough names, and Larry Miller was just kind of like, I'm in everything, so I'll do this too.
Really? Because, I haven't seen Alex Mack on anything.
She's kind of a standout. Yeah.
She should have been chomping at the bit to be on the fucking show.
Styles got a huge boost in her career, though. Ledger, of course, did. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is fucking, the man now. Mm-hmm. Gabrielle Union's a much bigger star now.
He's fucking the man? Come again?
He's totally fucking the man.
Yeah, he did.
Even Kyle Cease. I've seen him in a lot of stuff. And he's just Bogey Lowenstein.
Bogey, yeah, Joe.
Bogey, anyway. I mean, I guess the screenwriter, I want to know how they came up with that name. Bogey.
I don't know how I came up with Taiwana.
Yeah, they looked at a country. So if we go through this, before we give our little scores here, the Rotten Tomato rankings, it's a 61 and a 69. Seems like critics and audience really agree on this. Dace, 0 to 10, favorite scenes, least favorite scenes.
Favorite scene has to be him singing. Least favorite scene has to be anytime Julia Stiles talked about something stupid. Rating, I'm going to have to go. I gave 6.4 based on IMDb on the last movie that I didn't watch, so I'm going to give this an 8.
Briana?
My favorite scene, I also liked the song scene because I liked the scenery, and plus I thought it was original. My least favorite, I don't think I have one because I like the whole movie. I've seen it like 24 times at least, and anytime it's on TV, it's one of those things that you'll watch every time it's on TV. I'm gonna give it a 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because it goes with 10 things I hate about you.
Yes. That's more aesthetically pleasing there. No, I really like it. I've always liked this movie, so yeah, a 10. Ding, ding, ding.
Eddie?
I'll give it a 6.5, maybe 7. I'll give it a 7 because it was a good movie. Like, it was really entertaining, but it was just absolutely silly. And the thing that saves it is really I like the actors. I like Julia Stiles. I like Heath Ledger. I like Joseph. Hang on, his name's complicated. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Larissa Olenek, Larry Miller. I think everybody kind of fit. The cast was good. And it was just entertaining. I can't stress that enough. My high point of the movie was probably when Heath Ledger gets the drill and he just drills the French book. Because that was just ridiculous. I'm like, okay, he's badass. All right, he's cool.
And there was no safety.
My least favorite is just sometimes it just got way too over the top. The teacher's hit with an arrow, and that's all it is. Like, the guy's like just there on the ground like flailing, and nobody's doing anything except them like, oh, okay, he's hurt. Yeah, like fuck it. I'm like, things like that kind of ruined the movie. I mean, ruined the fact that it could have been better.
I'm gonna have to give this an 8. I really like this a lot. I think it's going to be one of those things that, like Briana was saying, where if it's on TV, I'll just kind of keep it on. I do that a lot with The Breakfast Club, and that was going to be one of these ones that we were going to do, but kind of figured out we might do something else in the future, like a John Hughes thing or something instead. But, yeah, I really liked it a lot. I think I'm going to probably like it more the second time I watch it, too. So, a lot of good points for that. And I don't know about my least favorite part. Probably would have to be... No, see, I don't want to lean towards that either. Maybe there's something in the beginning that, when they're setting up Kat's character, might have, like, thrown me off or something. I can't remember a specific, but I would see it being that. And my favorite part of the movie, I liked pretty much anything that Joseph Gordon-Levitt was doing. I think that he was spot on the entire time. And I thought it was actually kind of interesting, too, that his name in the movie is Cameron James. Little James Cameron. Little reference there. But Heath Ledger, every time he's on the screen, he's great. David Krumholtz, we were talking about, when he's playing up the William Shakespeare thing, that's funny. So, I liked the whole thing and stuff like that. So, I don't have a favorite scene or least favorite scene. I'm just going to do that out there, throw that out. Good marks for this one. We're going to continue on here, part 3 with Mean Girls. Follow along with what I said earlier. If you're on iTunes and Stitcher, just sit back and relax, and we'll be right back. And if you're on YouTube, click on the next part, or click back if you haven't checked out Dangerous Minds and didn't get some of the jokes that we were making in this part. So, Mean Girls, part 3, coming up next. We'll see you there.